Hey, what's up, guys? Millermassacre 19 here. I haven't made a lot of videos with voice on UFC 4, but here we go. I'm going to list my top two fighters for each weight class. Now, this isn't a list on the best fighters, it's a list on my personal favorites, so here we go. Okay, starting with women's strawweight. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of playing the women's divisions, but I do have a fair amount of time playing as them because of playing online world championships. Anyway, the first fighter for this weight class I like is Alexa Grasso. I like that she is a boxer, one of my favorite fighting styles. Her punching power is 90, punching speed is 93, so you can have really good success in the stand-up. But on the ground is where her downfall is. Her takedown defense is only 89, her top control is 85, and her bottom control is 87. So for me, I'm already not good on the ground, so her stats don't really help with it. But her boxing would hopefully help keep it standing and help get the KO. Those were the reasons why she's one of my favorites in the weight class. My other favorite is Mackenzie Dern. She's a jiu-jitsu fighter. The stats I like with her are her 91 chin, 90 cardio, and ground especially, her 95 bottom control, and 97 submissions. Her downfall is her striking. She has 88 for punch speed, 89 for punch power, and 88 for kick power. Those stats aren't too bad. The chin strength will help with her striking because you can take more shots and throw more, and not be as afraid of getting hurt by your opponent. That's why Mackenzie Dern is my other pick for that weight class. The next weight class is women's flyweight. My first pick for this one is again Alexa Grasso for the same reasons as before. And the other fighter I like is Marina Moroz. Because like Alexa Grasso, she's a boxer with good punch speed at 92, good kick speed at 90. Her downfalls are punch power 85 and her switch stance at 80. But her punch speed will help make her punch power not as much of a problem. And her 89 leg strength will make it that you won't have to do switch stances as much because you can take more leg punishment. I don't just pick fighters because of stats, but I personally like hers. Those were the reasons why she's my other pick for that weight class. The next weight class is women's bantamweight. My first pick is Ronda Rousey. I like her mostly just because of who she is, but her stats are pretty good for my play style, even though she's a jiu-jitsu fighter. Her boxing's pretty good too. Her punch power is 93, and her punch accuracy is 85. Not that great, but good enough for me. And her ground is spectacular, but personally not for me. I'm not big into the ground, but all of her grappling stats are in the 90s, so it's good if you get caught on the ground. And not that it matters gameplay-wise, but Ronda Rousey is one of the hot girls in MMA in my opinion. Those were the reasons why Ronda Rousey is my first pick. My second pick is Raquel Pennington, another good boxing style fighter with 90 cardio, 93 chin, all 90s with grappling except for submission defense, and even that's an 89. She's pretty well rounded in my opinion. She could have been a balanced fighter. She deserves the 4 stars. What else can I say? Those were the reasons why Raquel Pennington is my second pick. The next weight class is flyweight. My first pick is Alexandre Pantoja. He's a balanced fighter. All of his health is in the 90s. His stand-up is good. His punch speed is 93. Punch power 94. His kick power is 90. His kick speed is 91. All good stats. His only major weaknesses are switch stance, which is 80. Other than that, he's fun to play. And if you care about stats, his are good. My second pick is TJ Dillashaw. He's a really good fighter in this weight class. He's a steroid in real life and in this game, and it shows. I don't really play him much, but from playing against him, I know you need a goddamn 12 gauge to put him down. It seems like no matter what you throw at him, he never goes down. He has a 90 chin. It feels like a 100 chin. He's so durable in every body part, all 90s. His recovery is an 89, still good. His grappling is all 90s except submissions, which is 89, and clinch striking, which is 88. But again, still good, and his stand-up is good too, all 90s except 89 blocking, so he's good everywhere. Those were the reasons why TJ Dillashaw is my second pick. The next weight class is bantamweight. My first pick is Cody Garbrandt. I like playing as him not just because of his stats, I like watching him fight in real life. I think he has a great attitude toward fighting, and I hope he gets back on the winning track. But anyway, his fighting style is boxing. All 90s in stand-up except for 88 blocking, still pretty good. His grappling is okay. All upper 80s, lower 90s. But if you're Cody, you're going to want to box because that's what he does best. Ground is okay, but not your best friend. And his health is upper 80s, lower 90s. So you can take some punishment, but you really have to protect your head because his chin is 88. Other than that, he's a great fighter. One of my favorites in the game and in real life. My second pick is Uriah Faber. His stand-up is okay. He has a 3.5-star stand-up. The strong points of it are 91 punch speed, 90 footwork. Other than that, the rest of it is mediocre. Not bad, just mediocre. His grappling is his strong point. It's 4 stars, all good, upper 80s, lower 90s. He's really good at grappling, and his health is also upper 80s, lower 90s. His weak points are punch accuracy 86 and switch stance 80. Other than that, he's a decent fighter. Again, I don't pick him because of stats. I pick him because I like watching him fight in real life. And those are the reasons why he's my second pick. The next weight class is featherweight. My first pick is Clay Guida. His stand-up is 3 stars, grappling 3 stars, and health 4.5 stars. He's not the best, but I like playing him because, again, I watch him in real life. He's like a tank in the game when it comes to how much damage you can take. I like stand-up fighting with him because he has decent power with 86, not great but okay, and he has all 90s with health, so you can hang with almost anyone in the weight class if you play smart. Those were the reasons why he's my first pick. My second pick is again Uriah Faber. I already explained why. The next weight class is lightweight. My first pick is Alexander Hernandez, another fighter I like in real life. He has 4 stars in all 3 areas, stand-up, grappling, and health. He doesn't really have any weak points. He's a solid fighter in the game and in real life. That's why he's my first pick. My second pick is Nate Diaz. He's another one of my favorite fighters in real life as well as in the game. His stand-up is 3.5 stars, grappling is 4 stars, and health is 4.5 stars. What makes him so good is he's very durable and can fight stand-up or on the ground. Very fun to watch and play as. That's why he's my second pick. The next weight class is my favorite weight class, welterweight. My first pick is my favorite fighter of all time, Nick Diaz. His stats are almost the same as his brothers, except Nick's grappling isn't as good as Nate's. But I like him better in my opinion, just because he's my favorite fighter. I would say to me he's the best fighter in the game, not stat-wise, but to me he is. My second pick is Donald Cerrone, another one of my real-life favorites. He has 4-star stand-up, 4-star grappling, and 3.5-star health. He's another fighter you can be good with anywhere. The only complaint I have about him is his shitty 88 chin. I wish they put a younger version of him in the game when he used to have a really good chin, but other than that, I really like playing as him. Those were the reasons why he's my second pick. The next weight class is middleweight. My first pick is again Nick Diaz, for reasons I already explained. The only difference is they upped his stars from 3.5 stars in welterweight to a much better 4 stars. He shouldn't have had 3.5 stars to begin with. That would mean he's only a half a star better than CM Punk, which is bullshit. Punk should be at 1.5 stars or 2, because he got his ass beat, but at least he fought. That still makes him tough, but not a good fighter. And Nick should always be no less than 4 stars in my opinion. Anyway, my second pick is Michael Bisping. He has 4-star stand-up, 3-star grappling, and 4.5-star health. He's very good with durability and stand-up. The ground isn't all that great, but if you stuff takedowns and use your kickboxing, you'll be good. He's another guy who's entertaining to watch and play as. Those were the reasons why he's my second pick. The next weight class is light heavyweight. My first pick is Dominic Reyes. His stand-up is 4.5 stars, his grappling is 3.5 stars, and his health is 4.5 stars. He's a very durable kickboxer. His ground isn't great, so it's good to keep it standing, which shouldn't be too hard to do if you play it smart because his takedown defense is 92. I like watching him playing as Dominic Reyes. He's a very good fighter. Those were the reasons why he's my first pick. My second pick is Dan Henderson. He has 4-star stand-up, 3.5-star grappling, and 4.5-star health. His only weak points are cardio 88 and grappling in certain areas, but with the stand-up he's great, and he has decent takedown defense 89. So if you play it safe and keep it standing, you can H-bomb those motherfuckers. Those were the reasons why he's my second pick. The last weight class is heavyweight. My first pick is because I used to be a WWE guy and still am a little bit, Brock Lesnar. His stand-up is 4 stars, grappling is 4.5 stars, and his health is 4 stars. He's not bad in any areas. The only complaint I have is how shitty looking his model is. It looks more like a creative fighter, Brock Lesnar. They could have done better, but other than that, I like playing as him. Those were the reasons why he's my first pick. My last pick is Alexander Gustafsson. He has 4-star stand-up, 4-star grappling, and 4.5-star health. Again, he's not bad in any areas, and he's fun to watch and play as. Those were the reasons why he's my last pick. Okay guys, so that was my list. I don't do a whole lot of talking videos anymore, so I figured I'd do another one, but this time on UFC. I haven't been making a lot of Dead by Daylight or Friday the 13th content because honestly there's nothing really keeping me playing those games. Friday the 13th, or as my cousin calls it, the museum, is just getting boring. The Jasons hardly chase you, and I'm not good as Jason anymore because I hardly play. And Dead by Daylight I was never good at. I get chased, downed, and hooked in the first 2 seconds. It makes me not want to play it. So I'll stream Friday the 13th and Dead by Daylight every once in a while, but my channel is going to mostly be UFC 4, and when the Evil Dead game comes out and the Chainsaw Massacre game come out, I'll do videos on them too. Anyways guys, thanks for watching. This has been Millermassacre 19. Shake and bake.